All right. Happy Sunday, guys. Hope you're all having a great day so far and are getting ready for this upcoming week in the stock market. It's going to be a big one, not only for the entire market, like we covered in my video earlier today. We have a bunch of earnings. We have a lot of data coming out on Tuesday that we need to pay attention to. But it's also going to be a big week for SoFi, especially here on the charts as the stock is battling. It's pretty much a battleground stock right now in the mid 20s. So I want to go over the charts, break down how we're looking right now heading into the new week after we had a pretty good Friday. Not a great Friday, but look, we went up 0.75% in the midst of a rough day for the stock market. The Nasdaq went down 2% pretty much on Friday, guys. S&P 1% in the red. Russell 1.5. The Dow went down 0.5%. So the fact that SoFi had a green day is amazing, honestly. And again, it's become a battleground stock in the mid 20s. So I want to go over here the charts, go over what I'm looking at, and cover in general the indices here. Maybe a little more insight on where we could be going as well. The crypto market, I'm not sure if you guys have seen, but Bitcoin right now is down to 88 something. I just checked right before the video. So Bitcoin's down at 88.2 or something like that, 88.5. And usually, not always, but usually that's kind of a leading indicator for the week for the stock market, since obviously the market is closed during the weekend. So if crypto is slipping over the weekend, guys, we might be due for some more red, maybe some more volatility. It's not guaranteed though, but yeah, Bitcoin I think on Friday was at 91K or 92K maybe. I know I bought more. I bought more Bitcoin at I think 90K. I bought another $1,000 worth on what day was that? I forget. Maybe that was Friday. Yeah, I think I bought more on Friday, and now it's at 88 too. So I'm not gonna buy yet, but if it slips to 85, maybe to 80,000 again, I'll buy some more. So you guys know I'm not a crazy Bitcoin guy. I mean, I own it, I buy it, but I'm not all in on Bitcoin like a Bitcoin maximalist. I think the lowest I bought on this pullback I think was 82. I think we got down to 80. Maybe it was 83. Either way, I'm gonna buy more if it dips a little bit lower. Either way, we're not talking about Bitcoin here, guys. We're talking about SoFi. Well, I guess Bitcoin's relevant because it is slipping again. Leading indicator here, which honestly, if that drags down the market, or if the market drags down this week in general, SoFi might be coming down. We'll see, because look, even though SoFi had a green day, it still took the lows out from the entire week. It had a rocky day Friday. We had a V-shaped recovery. We actually dumped the first 2 hours of trading. We got down to $26.20. So we took the lows out, like I said, from the entire week, and we just had a crazy recovery. Shout out to the bulls. We had let's see, about a 4% recovery there into close. So that's great. But again, we took the lows out, which means, yeah, if we get some more red in the market, let's say Bitcoin goes to 85K tomorrow, it's a measure of risk at this point, right? That drags down, or let's say the whole market gets dragged down. I mean, look, SoFi is probably going to slip more. And the reality is, it's been consolidating here in the 26, 27 range, but we're still well under this 180 SMA, still kind of in a downtrend on the 1 hour chart. And you're noticing that on the 4 hour chart as well. We do have lower highs being made. You guys see it right here. Let me show you this. And we still have that inverse head and shoulders. I mean, I'll show you that as well. So we have these lower highs being made, and we're getting rejected. The reality is we're under these moving averages. This could easily, very well be a point where, okay, we get hit again, start dumping. This little rally could be a bull trap. It's in a vulnerable spot. I'm not saying for sure we're going to collapse here again, guys. All I'm saying is, be mindful of where we're at. We haven't really started fully breaking out yet. I still think it's going to come, but it might take a little longer than expected because of this freaking public offering. Honestly, man, That's the main, again, that's, if they never did that, the stock would be over $30 easily at this point. But yeah, that's putting a ceiling on the stock. It is what it is. We've covered that here in these videos. That's the reality. And yeah, the inverse head and shoulders is still there, 100% heading into this week. But I don't know, man. The fact that Bitcoin's slipping, I'm not saying we're due for a big crash, but if Tuesday doesn't go well with this economic data coming out that we covered in the previous video, who knows? Maybe we slip through 26.50, and if that happens, if we take out 27, 26.50, $26 especially on SoFi, yeah, we could be going for the lows again from November, where we hit what, 23, $24 a share. Again, not guaranteed, but I'm just saying, keep your eyes on that. If volatility starts kicking up again, which, where did the VIX end off Friday? I think at 1575 roughly. So the VIX did spike, I think, on Friday. Yeah, we had a big spike in the beginning of the day. Then it tapered off into close. If that starts creeping up again, man, 16, 17, 18 VIX. Yeah, I think SoFi might be in a little bit of trouble in the short term. So, yeah, what do you guys think? I'm still holding on. I did sell some shares in the Patreon portfolio, kind of just moving things around, right? Rebalancing at the end of the year. I didn't really get to build it out too big in the Patreon portfolio, this stock SoFi. It's more in the private accounts where I really got it built up, but I did have it in the Patreon portfolio. We made some money on it there, well over 100%, right? And I locked in the profit. I still own it in the private accounts, obviously, guys. And then I bought some new stocks in that Patreon portfolio. Shout out to all the members in there. I'm sure you all saw. We bought Mercado Libre, on a side note, MELI. I love this stock heading into 2026, guys. I think the chart looks phenomenal. So we can see it here on the 3-year. Chart looks phenomenal. We're pulling back. I mean, we have pulled back from $26.50 to $2,000 a share. So we're down 25%, trading around 30, 35 times forward earnings, all while growing like crazy, right? This company grows. It's been growing nicely, and it's projected to continue to grow for a while here, right? So great growth company. I bought that in the Patreon portfolio. I bought more Toast. So it's not that I don't like SoFi, right? Obviously, I'm a bull, right? We cover it a lot here, and I'm long still. It's just that, and I mentioned this in the Patreon post, I wasn't able to build it out fully in that account. It kind of grew so fast, to the point where I was buying other stocks. That stock grew really fast, and it wasn't a huge position in the account. So I figured dollar-wise in the portfolio, I mean, it was like 1-2% of the portfolio. So I was like, all right, let me lock in the profits here, right? And I think I locked profits 6 months ago too. So it was a bigger position, a little bigger. And then I took that money, I bought more Toast, right? TOST, and then I bought more, or not more, but I initiated that Mercado Libre position, which I think is going to do very well over time. I think it's going to be, it is a long-term position for me, and so is Toast, right? I think both of these are setting up nicely for the new year, especially. And I'm still long SoFi again. I don't want you guys to be like, oh, he sold his SoFi. Oh my God. I'm still long the stock. It's setting up nicely here. I'm still going to trade it if it breaks out, right? But I just think, the offering is going to have a ceiling on the stock for a while. It might be weeks here. And yeah, I just wanted to lock in some profits. Again, it was a little smaller position in that portfolio, which, again, the Patreon portfolio, guys, I started it about 2 years ago. Actually, no, I think coming up here on January, it might be I think it's the 3-year anniversary, actually. Man, time, oh my God, time is just ripping by, guys. And yeah, I started that portfolio with $0. Literally, I wanted to show you guys how to start a portfolio, how I would do it, and build it. And I documented the entire thing on Patreon. We started off with doing $50 a week, slow growth at first. You know how that goes when you start a portfolio. I wanted to do $50 a week to show you guys it's possible with a smaller amount of money, right? Then we bumped it to 150. Then we did 250. Now we're up to $1,000 a week. And I know not everybody can do 1,000, but the point is pick an increment of money that you can do week in, week out and invest that money. That was the whole point of this journey. And man, the portfolio is really growing right now. And it's been awesome, And again, we're rebalancing at the end of the year right now, and we'll see, man. If SoFi somehow tanks, I don't know. I'm not saying it will, but if it tanks in the new year, somehow, some way, I'm probably going to buy back in that portfolio. We'll see. If it gets to, if it somehow gets back to the teens, that's a long shot. We're thinking hypothetically here. I'll be back in that account, but I don't know. But for now, Mercado Libre Toast, I just bought those. I'm buying Novo Nordisk as well. A couple other stocks heading into the new year. And yeah, guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe, check out the Patreon if you want in the comments. Pinned down below in the description box, or go to stasurfest.com/Patreon. I'll see you guys in there. And with that being said, have a great rest of your weekend.